What's going on, my friends? Cubs fan Han here for yet another Galaxy of Heroes guide. Now, about 6 months ago, I released a guide about mistakes that new players make in this game. And while I'm sure that video was helpful for those newbies out there, a lot of us here on this channel, we're veterans, and we make mistakes too. That's right, we are not immune to these mistakes. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about 5 fatal mistakes that veterans make in this game every single day. And it is now going to be my pledge and yours to not make these mistakes going forward if we have in the past. Starting with number 1, we have got the elephant in every Galaxy of Heroes conversation: mods. Ignoring mods too much and not farming mods every single day. It is tempting, my friends, to spend a lot of your currency on gear, avoid some of that mod salvage you can grab in guild shipments, and not be looking actively in the mod store for new mods, etc., etc. It is so crucial to never stop farming mods in this game. You're always farming gear in this game, am I right? Unless you're, super Kraken, in which case you probably have a lot of mods too. But for the average common man, we're all farming gear every single day, and we equip this gear on one character. Think about it this way. You farm a Carbonti, it takes you how long to farm a Carbonti? You put it on a character, it's gone forever. There's only one character that will ever use that. When you invest in good mods, those mods can benefit every single character in your roster. Of course, once you take it to 6E, only the gear 12 characters. Mods are so crucial in so many ways, but it's also the best bang for your buck investment in this game, in my opinion, because it has the most flexibility. And a friend of mine recently told me in my guild Shadowlands that his goal is to add 1 +10 speed mod to his roster every single day. I have made this my goal, my friends, and it has been really awesome to see the results. You do not need to focus tons of time on this. It's just something that you need to make a daily conquest. Farm the mod salvage. I recommend using your mod energy only for salvage to build up your existing roster of mods. Farm those mods that have the speed secondary, the offense secondary. Take the mods to 6E that have meaningful stats like offense, crit damage, that get those big boosts, defense, tenacity. Take those to 6E and never stop farming those mods out of mod shipments as well. Find those meaningful mods and add those to your roster. I'm a little less concerned lately, to be honest, with farming brand new mods as I am bringing every single mod in my roster up to 6E eventually. Obviously, that's going to take a very long time, but most of us, we already have a pretty good roster of mods, and if we slice more and more and more of those mods, it dramatically increases our depth. So, mistake number 1, not farming mods every single day. Mistake number 2 is focusing exclusively on Squad Arena. My friends, this game has evolved. It is no longer a Squad Arena exclusive game. Now, I will concede that in Squad Arena, you get the best payout in this game, a potential of 500 crystals a day. So I am not saying that Squad Arena is no longer important. That is not true. That would be ridiculous. It's definitely important. However, it is not the hear-all to say-all anymore. Grand Arena, which I'm going to talk about here in a little bit, has some really great rewards for mods. Obviously, some people wish we got more out of that, but that mod salvage is still very valuable. Territory Wars, potential to have 3 Zetas, 6 Zetas if your guild wins both Territory Wars in one round. That's very valuable. Territory Wars and Grand Arena, in my opinion, are more exciting game modes. Squad Arena gets a lot more stale especially now. Who's gonna look at me in the face and say that Squad Arena is not stale? So from a pure enjoyment standpoint, I'm also gonna push pretty hard that this game is about more than Squad Arena, because I like to enjoy my gaming, and frankly, I don't enjoy Squad Arena nearly as much as I enjoy the Grand Arena and Territory Wars, and heck, even Raids right now. So, do not make the mistake of believing that this game is all about Squad Arena. If you don't get what's new and hot, you're gonna be okay. If you don't get Darth Revan here coming up, you're going to be okay. There's other game modes you can invest in that your roster will be able to compete in. Now, obviously, if you don't have the top meta team, it's going to be a bit more of an uphill climb. I don't mean to discredit that, but it's a lot less devastating if you're focused on the whole game, especially Grand Arena, Territory Wars, Raids, etc., and not Squad Arena alone. So, do not focus exclusively on Squad Arena. Remember, there's more to the game than that. Mistake number 4 is abandoning too many farms at Gear 8 or lower. There is so little use for a character at Gear 8. All it's going to do, for the most part, is basically be a filler for Galactic Power for territory battles, which is nice to have if your guild is struggling with territory battles, but otherwise it's literally just dead weight that disadvantages you. So my recommendation is when you start a farm, see it through. Obviously, stuff comes up. Obviously, stuff's going to come up. But for example, right now, a farm I nearly abandoned, but I took my own advice, is I was farming Mission Vow, and I was getting her gear up. I was farming her gear, I should say. And obviously, this stir with Darth Revan came. A lot of us thought he was going to be coming, and we were right. So I started farming those shards, but I did not take Mission out of my favorites. She was sitting at Gear 8, Gear 9, but I still casually looked for her gear. I might not have farmed her super aggressively, but because I'd started the farm, I left her in my favorites. I continued to farm that gear, and now recently, without having to sacrifice any of my progress on Darth Revan, because I'm ready for all those characters now, I was able to get Mission to Gear 12, almost Gear 12, plus gear added as well. So, see your farms through so that you're not packing dead weight and so that you benefit from those farms because you started them for a reason. Mistake number 4. Now, I might be a bit biased here, but I think too many people in this game are ignoring Grand Arena. Now, listen, I understand that Grand Arena is a pretty exposed game mode, right? You're going up against, a group of 7 other players in the game. Some of them are going to be better than you. Some are going to be worse, and you're going to lose. You're going to lose. I've lost plenty of times. I don't know anyone who's undefeated still. And so, accepting that reality, the rewards are worth it in this game mode. Now, maybe they're not as high as they should be for how much effort we put in here. That's a different subject. But that said, that's still mod salvage. That's still a lot of that 6E slicing material that you desperately need that you can get for all 3 rounds. If you're not participating in Grand Arena, you're losing out on easily 1 to 2 6-dot mods that you could upgrade in that time. And adding 1 to 2 6-dot mods, if you do that every Grand Arena, that's it. Just Grand Arena alone is going to be adding you somewhere around 25 to 36 E mods in a year. And after a lot of time, that makes a big difference. So while it might not seem like it's that, that great of reward structures, etc., it still is very meaningful. And remember, mods are, in my opinion, the best investment in this game because they are the most flexible investment and it's not close. And then also, some of you may not get on board with this, but I just think Grand Arena is super fun when you get behind it. If you can look at a defeat as an opportunity, a challenge, what can I do better next time, then this game mode really makes Galaxy of Heroes come alive for a lot of people. I know it does for me. And if it isn't doing that for you yet, I think you can get there if you give it a little bit more of a chance. I hear about too many people who don't even sign in to Grand Arena or who sign in and don't set defense. Don't be that guy. Play along. Let's go. And then finally, mistake number 5 that veteran players make in this game is making excuses for everything. Oh, the paywall. I'm free to play and I don't get the top meta characters. Oh, the matchmaking in Grand Arena disadvantages me. Blah, 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 blah. Look, I don't mean to be disrespectful to you guys, but this is a reality of the game. There's going to be a paywall. I'm not playing this game on a very free-to-play basis like I used to, but I know what the free-to-play grind is like, and it is what it is. If you're playing a game that is generating revenue, there needs to be paywalls so the game can have financial stability. And that's why we have a game that's been around for 3 years going strong right now. don't make excuses for yourself. And if it bothers you too much, maybe you just need to set the game down. But that said, this is a reality of the game. RNG is a reality of the game. Matchmaking, could it be better? Sure. But why don't you try looking inside a little bit more? What mistakes did I make? What can I improve on? All right, maybe I was outmatched, okay? So I had no prayer of beating this guy. Okay, great. Still, there's gonna be plenty of things that you can learn from those wars by seeing what somebody did better than you or what they farmed better than you. And maybe you could even take peace of mind knowing, okay, I'm not gonna win this either way, but I'm still gonna give it my best and learn from it. Stop making excuses for your setbacks in the game. Own up to them and let them teach you what you can do better and work harder at accepting the kind of game that you're playing. All right, my friends, I hope this video was helpful for you, and these are just 5 mistakes I thought of. I'm sure there's more that you guys are making because a lot of you have been playing this game as long as me, so fill up the comments, my dudes, and tell me what mistakes have you made as a veteran player in this game, and what do you see other people doing that you think, if corrected, would make the game more enjoyable or more successful for them. If you did like the video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your guildmates, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to hit notifications so you can be the first to know when I'm uploading new Galaxy of Heroes content. Thanks again for joining me for the video, my friends, and as always, my brothers, don't forget
my dead body. Sorry about the mess.